Good evening. The state coroner has slammed police, labelling their actions appalling in the lead-up to a brutal domestic violence murder. Zahra Abrahimzadeh was stabbed to death by her estranged husband despite repeatedly seeking help.
Zahra Abrahimzadeh was stabbed to death by her abusive ex-husband in front of hundreds of people. Today, the state coroner found the actions of police leading up to the murder were poor and slack.
This, I guess, is a tribute to our mother and what we all stand for and the sort of changes that we want.
Mark John said at every level the police slogan of keeping SA safe was a hollow promise for the Abrahimzadeh children who witnessed their mother's murder at the hands of their father at a cultural event at the convention centre in 2010. Ziola's abuse had been repeatedly reported to police before and after Zahra left him, the state coroner finding the fact he wasn't arrested and was able to vary his restraining order to be able to attend the event appalling.
I don't think I've ever hidden from the fact that our service in this particular case was appalling.
In a rare move, the coroner directed his recommendations at the Premier.
It is a massive issue. It needs to be responded to, and I'm prepared to accept the function of leadership, and I'll be responding to these recommendations.
I would be confident to say that had we had family safety meetings in place when Zahra Abrahimzadeh was a victim of domestic violence, that we might have seen a different outcome.
But the coroner rejected that claim, saying the 50 internal domestic violence recommendations already being acted upon aren't good enough to prevent similar murders. He added 10 more, including listening better to victims, lawyers to work in the criminal justice section, sworn police officers to staff the call centre, and private interview rooms for people lodging complaints. The measures welcomed by the family.
I hope that what happened to Mum and our family doesn't happen to other vulnerable women out there.
Kim Robertson joins us live. And Kim, has the family considered compensation?
Brenton, Zahra's children say they haven't yet considered whether they'll sue for compensation, but if they do, they could look to a recent case in Western Australia where the family members of a woman murdered under similar circumstances have announced they'll sue that state's government and the police force. Lawyers are calling that a landmark case in Australia, and it could very well set a precedent for Zahra's family. Back to you.
Thank you, Kim.